What's up guys, Swoopsy here, and welcome to another build tutorial. Today's video I'm going to be showing you how to build this lighthouse. Now, we're back on the creative world today. I could probably do this on survival, but I don't really want to. So this lighthouse took me about an hour to do. Today's video is going to be about 40-45 minutes. And it's actually really quite cool. Built it off, I saw a picture on Google, and I just built off that. So in here we have a very small living quarters. We've got enough room for a chest, cute little fireplace there with a trap door which you can turn on and off. If you come down here, I haven't done any like bed or anything like that. You could do what you want. I put hay here because it increases the fire. So that's it for the living quarters. I know it's very small, but you know, when you're out at sea you don't really need much. If you come here around over to the bridge and to the actual lighthouse, in here I've only done one floor because that's more than enough, because up there I went up there and it's redstone up there. So up here you've got enough like living. If you wanted to live up here you can, and you get a full 360 view of the house. Also, just wanted to quickly mention before I actually go into the tutorial, I've noticed 85% of you that watch my videos are not subscribed. So do me an absolute wonder, and please subscribe, like the video, and let's get straight into the build. So what you want to come and do is build 4 across like this using the block of your choice. I chose normal stone. That's going to be the foundation of the build. Come diagonal 1, build 1, and then come 4, build there, come diagonal again, and then 4, diagonal again, and build 4, and then build diagonal again, and you should come and have a foundation that looks like this, and this will be the foundation of your lighthouse. And then what you want to come and do is build 5 across like this, and this will be the foundation of your living quarters. Obviously you can use whatever block you want. I chose stone because it just matches the rest of it, and then build it, connect it across by 7, and you have the foundation of your living quarters. Now what you want to come and do is come 3 out from the foundation, build 2 stairs, and you're going to go up 3 high. Now for the beams I chose oak because I like oak. It just sits well with me. You can use any wood or any foundation that you want, you should build 3 high and come across by 4. Fill in the remaining walls with stone. And then what you want to do is repeat the stairs that you did on the opposite side on this side by going 3 high. Okay, for the floor I used peeled oak because it looks nice. I like the block, but once again you can use any block of your choice. Now for the for the little bits of decoration I used dark oak fences. You do this all the way around and go all the way to the floor, and also you fill in this wall with stone, and your build should look like this. Now what you want to come and do is put oaks 2 blocks apart and go 3 high, and this will be the foundation of your doors. Then what you want to come and do is build 5 long, using the block of your choice. I suggest you use the same block as you use with the living quarter foundation, and then come across a 4 with stone, and then build 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 high, and then connect all the beams together, and that will be the living quarters foundations done. For the doors, you could use any type of doors you wanted. I used jungle doors because it looks the most, in my eyes, the most medieval. You can put doors like this. I chose to put the doors on the inside. I feel like it looks a little bit more sleeker and nicer, but it's completely up to you. And then you can build this is still 6 high. I messed up the build a little bit, but it's still 6 high. So yeah, don't worry. If your build looks like this, you're doing it right. So you should have a box like this. I chose to use birchwood planks. Come on the outsides of it, build all the way to the top on both sides, and then on the insides you can use oak. So you have a little wall design like this. On the picture it looks like this, obviously with like medieval textures on it, but obviously we don't have an Xbox Minecraft mods. Fill in the floor with birch, and that will be the basic living quarters done. Obviously we're going to add more detail to it later. Now for the lighthouse, I use stone bricks and just fill in the walls to the same height as the living quarters. Originally I was going to go with normal stone, but I just thought it looked a little bit too plain and boring, so I went with stone bricks instead, as it adds a little bit more definition to the build. Now, I noticed that the build wasn't symmetrical, so what I did was I took out some of the wood, as you're about to see, and replaced it with stone, and then it looked symmetrical. So once that's sorted, your build should look like this. Now for the lighthouse, we're going to build 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 high, and we're going to do this on every single corner of the diagonal bits that you built earlier. So your build should look like this. Now for the inside, for the wood, the outside bits, I chose birch because it went with the living quarters as well. I did a fancy design, so you want to build 4, and then the one above it put oak, and then 3, and then carry on going diagonal to that. I thought it looked pretty cool. Obviously, you don't have to do this; you could just build straight up with birch, but I thought it looked pretty cool. Or you can do your own designs. It's completely up to you. Adds a little bit more of you to the build. But yes, completely up to you on what you want to do. And then what you want to do is come about halfway and put some oak beams across to add a little bit more definition to the build. And you want to do this the whole way around. But as I said before, you can do the same design as me, or you can do what you want to do. And then at the top, put some oak beams as well, so it connects to the other oak pillars. Okay, so once you've done that, you build to look like this, and then build one up from that, yeah, you're doing well. And then build oak all the way around the top. So like that. And then I decided at the end to change the end block from a side block to a regular block. Looking up, you can do this, but you don't have to. It's completely up to you. I just thought it'd add a little bit more, you know, Shazam to the lighthouse, but it's completely up to you what you want to do. At the end of the build, you'll see that I'll add more to these slabs, to these blocks. So that's going to be the main structure of the lighthouse. Now at the top, I did 4 high, all the way around, I think. On the diagonal bits, I built 3 high, and then on the outside bits, I used birch to build to the same height as the pillars. And then for the flooring, I used just normal stone, because it switches it up again. Okay, so once you've done that, you want to come inside of the oak pillar, go diagonal again, and just build 1, 2, and 3 high. And then use birch planks to build all the way to the top again. This is going to be the main tower for the light. And then build 2 high, or 3 high, sorry. And then build with your birch all the way to the top again. And then once you've done that, connect the remaining birch to the lower level, so it builds like a little circular platform, well, square platform, because Minecraft can't really do circles. And then once you've done that, use the dark oak fence and just connect the fences together. Once you've done that, we're now onto the roof. So what you want to do is, with stairs, or slabs, whatever you want to use, I use stone. Do a lip like this, and then just carry on doing the circle like this with stone. Okay, so your lighthouse should look like this. Now, for the lights, you could use multiple things. You could use redstone lamps, torches, glowstone, lanterns if you really wanted to. I went with redstone lamps because it's brighter and it looks like a light. Like, you could use glowstone, but it's up to you. For decoration, you could use anything that you really wanted to. I use cobblestone walls because they're one of my favourite things to build with. And it adds just an extra layer of decoration. You could do this all the way around if you really want to, or you can just go and skip ahead. I'm going to be putting timestamps in the video, in the description of what you like, of what bit you want to go to. So if you just wanted the basic build like this, then congratulations, you've done the lighthouse. But if you want to carry on watching and do all the details and stuff, then carry on watching. So once you've done that, you can. I decided to put some stone stairs on the bottom, but I decided to change that later to mossy cobblestone. It adds a little bit more of a look to it being towards the sea, rather than just being normal stone. It's once again, it's more detail, but you can do this if you really want to. It's up to you. Now, for the living quarters, what I wanted to do was try and use a grindstone for the lantern, but it wouldn't work. So what I used instead was oak fences, and then a lantern. So it gets this hanging effect like that. What you want to do is you want to put it on top of the stairs that is facing the right way around, otherwise it will end up looking like this and it looks not nice. Now for the roof of the build, you can use once again, any block that you want to. I decided to use spruce wood, once again, it's a different block to the build, and you just want a staircase up, and that'll be the roof completed. So your roof should look like this, and then what you want to come do is come one lower and overhang the roof. Now for the edges, I decided to use birchwood planks. Obviously, you can do whatever you choose. It's just a little bit different from my medieval house that I built, where the roof overhangs with stairs. And then I decided to do the inside with birchwood planks as well, and then put some stairs there. And you can do this on the other side as well, closest to the wall, but it's completely up to you again. Okay, we've nearly done this build. Your roof should look like this now, and now what you want to do is come to the front of the foundation and just build some oak fence, and then on either side of the cobblestone wall closer to the stairs just put a simple fence there. You can put gates. I didn't put gates there, but you can put gates there for extra security or whatever you're choosing. Now for the flag, you can use whatever you want. I chose concrete. Obviously you don't use concrete for flags because they won't move and they'll just fall down. Back in the olden days of Minecraft, you'd use wool, but apparently nobody uses wool anymore, so you can have your fence, you can have your flag like that. Now for the redstone, you double it up and I use redstone lamps, and you put the top redstone as well, and yeah, your redstone lighthouse is done. And then what you want to come and do is come under the lip of the stone roof and put 2 stairs like this, upside down. And then underneath the now what you want to come and do is get some mossy cobblestone wool, and on the oak beams, oak foundation pillars, there we go, got the words out, build all the way to the top, and it adds a little bit of a untouched, like medieval, it's old kind of feeling to it. Now for the roof, I decided to do some mossy cobblestone to it. You don't have to, that's why I cut it out. And then underneath the redstone you can do some upside down stairs, and this will be the windowsill. Now for the bottom, as I said before, the bottom of the build with the stairs, I chose to put some mossy cobblestone on it. It's completely up to you, but you can if you want to. Okay, for the doorway of the lighthouse, build 6 high, and then put 2 upside down stairs above it, and then 2 upside down stairs diagonal to it, and then use some cobblestone wool and put it all the way down to the stairs, the mossy cobblestone stairs, and build one above it as well. And that will be your doorway to the lighthouse. Now for the bridge to the front of the lighthouse and then to your living quarters, I changed this to campfires with water on them. You'll see what I mean when I do it. But for now you can use planks or anything that you want to. And for the lanterns, the lighting, I do exactly as you did at the front of living quarters. And then for the flooring, I decided to switch it up a bit. Rather than just using plain stone, I used some dead coral as well. It just adds a little bit more of a texture rather than just one plain block. You don't have to, of course. Like, it just adds a little bit more variety. For the doors as well, I chose to use jungle doors because it just matches the rest of the build. So the front of your lighthouse should look like this. Now for the flooring of your living space, I chose to use hay because it's medieval, and but you can use whatever you want. You can carpet, stone. It's completely up to you. And then for the stairs on the opposite side. For the stairs outside, I chose to use some stone blocks. Just as banisters rather than using fences. I'm so sorry I killed this sheep, but he was in my way. And it should look like this. Now for your living quarters, you can add windows, you can add lanterns, it's completely up to you. I decided to add 4 windows. Even though I put 2 here, I took out the rest of the birch planks for the windows. For the windows, I used window panes because glass blocks are just nah. But I used white stained windows because it adds a little bit more of a texture to the windows. But you can leave them open. You can even put fences there if you really wanted to, for a proper medieval build. And then underneath the window, put some upside down birchwood stairs for the windowsills. Now you can add whatever you want to the windowsills. You could add a pretty little flower pot, or you can leave it blank like I did. It's completely up to you. Now coming back to the bridge, pathway. I decided to first originally do oak wood and then stone bricks, but I did change it, as you guys will see in the video. So if you've got this far into the video, congratulations, you're nearly done. Well, you've done with the lighthouse. It's now just adding the little bit of details. So with the bridge, I found out that if you put water on top of the campfires, it has this little cool like texture to it, and it does this like really quite cool planks. So I did that, and And then for the fences, I chose to use mossy cobblestone slabs, and just connect the fence like that. and you want to do this all around the pathway, all the way to the lighthouse. Now, for the fireplace, you can do all sorts that you want. I had a little bit of trouble trying to do a fireplace. I tried to remember how I used to do it, and I couldn't remember. So what I did was I did some cobblestone wool all the way to the top of the ceiling, and then did a cobblestone wall, as you've just seen, and it's like a little fireplace. Now, I noticed that it wasn't big enough. The smoke wasn't tall enough, so I put hay bale underneath, and it raised it. So you can do that. Or if you want a little fire, leave it how you've just seen it. Now for the chimney, my brain just went blank. You can build up 4, and then put some stairs, 3 stairs, and then what you want to do is put some trapdoors on top of the stairs. I used spruce wood trapdoors because it looks a lot more nicer than just oak trapdoors. And then what you want to do is put some cobblestone wool around the stairs because it just adds a little bit more detail to it. But once again, it's completely up to you on what you want to do. Now, for the inside of the lighthouse, I went for a spiral staircase. You can go for just a plain, boring ladder all the way to the top, but I decided to go with some stairs, and I decided to change the stone blocks, smooth stone blocks, to oak, just to add a little bit more of a rustic and medieval feel to it, but you can use whatever you would like. That's kind of the theme of the video. You could do whatever you want, just follow the basics, and you can do. Now, we're at the last step of the build. You can choose to do this if you really want to. I decided at the end to add some buttons. It acts like rivets going through the oak. You can. I thought it looks pretty cool. So on, I'd say most of the build of oak, I chose to use some pivots, just as you can see here, and pivots, some buttons to act as pivots, anyway, that's going to be the end of the video for today. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit robotic. It's I'm still learning the curve of tutorial videos. I will get better, I promise. But if you want to see a live commentary version of one of these builds, like blacksmith or something, please let me know in the comments down below. But anyway guys, thank you very much for watching this video. As always, it's been amazing to do these tutorials. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and let me know what you want to see in the future. Anyway, it's been Tom, thank you, and goodbye.